Hi everyone, welcome to this new video where I will talk about the Matomo Tag Manager API. So actually I'm not an expert on the topic. I mean, I know of course very well Matomo Tag Manager, but for the API, actually I just discovered it, or at least I really dig into it just today. So if you look for information regarding the Matomo Tag Manager API, just to let you know that it's not written that way within the documentation of Matomo, but you may face two kind of API. The first one that I don't yet understand, let's say, is the Tag Manager JavaScript API. From what I read, this API is for developers who would like to create their own custom tag and to make it simple, their own template. So actually this Tag Manager JavaScript API is more intended for developer rather than web analyst. So actually that may be one of the reasons why when I read it, I didn't directly straight away understood how it was going on. I guess it's closely linked to the development of plugin, or at least if you are familiar with the development of plugin within Matomo, you may feel familiar with the way actually this documentation is explained, because it really looks like actually the one with the PHP plugins API. But in my case, actually, as I'm not a developer and as I did not develop that much plugin on my own, I prefer not to dig into it. I will probably do it in another video when I will get more experience. But I will explain the second API, the one that I'm more familiar with, and you will find it within the reporting API of Matomo. So this API actually, which is named the reporting API reference, I already talked about it in another video, is not just about getting reports out of it, it's as well how you can add some features, or at least add some reports or some configuration into Matomo Analytics. So you need to go on this famous page, reporting API reference for Matomo Analytics. And if you look at the different module, you will see that one is the Tag Manager, right? That's the one we're going to look at. So here is all the different function that you can call. So as you can see, they are very numerous, and it's almost always the same thing, right? So you get the get, let's say the get function. So the get function is in order to get some data out of it, in order to read and to see straight away what has been configured within your tag manager. And you get as well, you have as well some functions which are here in order to create things, in order to add things, including, of course, tags, triggers, variables, container, and so on and so forth. It's a bit more difficult than, I mean, for me, than the other API function that you can find on this given page, because here most of the time it talks about array in order to be able for you to push information to it. When you see array here, just have a look at the documentation at the top of the page, and it will explain you how Matomo is supporting the array. So you will find it, yes, you will find it, I guess, over here, right? Passing an array of data as a parameter. And here it's explaining you what you expect to find. Okay, as an array for him, you need to put within those two, I don't know if we call it brackets, or but you need to put that in to put the figure in order to indicate which line of the array, or at least which value of the array, and then you announce the value. So let's go short to what I wanted, which is to explain you how does it work. So basically you need to go over here. You may feel a bit lost sometime by using this API, because you need to understand how the data is structured. In order to know how the data is structured, you can either click here on XML in order to have a broad idea of the feed, but it may not help you that much. However, what you can do as well is just to export actually the container, and just by exporting the container, it will give you an idea of the different value which may are expected actually for each trigger, for each tag, and so on and so forth. Okay, let's give a short example. So in my case, let's say that I would like to add a container. I would like to add, let's take one simple. I would like to add a container, right? So I'm going to choose, I'm going to choose this one, right? You see, I need to make a request in order to add a container, and I need to pass the different parameters, which are the ID site, the context. So here the context, for example, that's one use case where you have no idea actually what the value could be, name and description. In order to know actually what is the value which is expected here for context, this is typically where you can just analyze actually the JSON file which have been issued here. So let's look at here. Oops. And if you look at context, for example, here you will see, yes, that context it's expecting the value web, or you can of course even just go within the UI of Matomo and start to create actually your own container, and then you will see the different questions which are asked when you are creating containers, such as context, so you know that actually in any cases the value will be web. For name it will accept anything, and description as well. Okay, so always think that way in order to create what you want. So in our case we need actually to push those different variables in order to execute the thing. So let's go for it. So here, normally when you have two quote like this, it means that the value is optional. And let's go for it. So we would like to. So okay, I'm just gonna deactivate this for the next 30 minutes. Okay. So let's go for it. So I go over here, and let's go over here, and let's create my curl request. So that's not the one I expected. So yeah, I'm just gonna maybe go over here and just yeah, okay, great. So I'm just gonna clean that up. Oops, can I clean this up? Yes, I can. Okay. So here's the request that I'm going to send. I'm going to send a curl request in order to send some data with the module API. The method is tag manager add container tag, right? So no, that's not the one I wanted. Oops, we just said that it was, yips, tag manager. Okay. Anyway, I'm going to create something out of this request here, right? So let's just take these parts out. Let's copy it. Let's go over here and let's just copy and paste this. Okay, so what we want to do is that we want to add a container. So we just go add container, right? That's my method. My method is expecting actually 4 values. So let's go over here and let's do this. So okay, I want to use this given method. So I'm just gonna paste it here. It's gonna tell me, okay, on which ID site you would like actually to create this container for. So I'm gonna keep the ID site number 1. It's gonna ask me for the context. So I just need to type here context. Context. We just saw that the value has to be web at the moment because there's no tag manager yet for mobile. So context web, then you expect to find a name. So we're just gonna put here name, and I'm just gonna keep let's say tutorial. Yes, tutorial. Okay, then we don't have a need actually the description, as I said, because it's optional. And what you need to add is of course your credentials, which are, in my case, that's the one, right? That's the token authentifier. So my request should be fine, and that's it. So here I have my curl request, which is going to send the data to my Matomo, which is the HTTP localhost /matomo/pwindex.php. So if I just copy this line of code that I go over here, and that I just paste it out over here. If I execute it, as you can see, it's telling me that the result is fine. It's giving me actually the new name of the container which has been created. So normally if I do F5 on the backend of my Matomo, I should have a new container which is named tutorial, and that's it. So now if I just click over here, manage container, I should see my new container named tutorial with the ID which was just indicated here. So as you can see, you can, through the command line, create as many containers as you want thanks to the API of Matomo. You can go further than this, of course, by creating any tags that you want as far as you give the right value. And that's going to be the same thing actually for the update, or I mean, you can really do a lot of things. Everything is customizable. It's not just about, I mean, all the things that you can do through the UI, you can do it through the API, and that's it. So I could just as well show you what it looks like when you do like a get request. So if you, yeah, if you just use one of those methods, then you will get actually all the results which are um, within your Matomo. So just to give you one straight example, I'm just going to do a tag manager get container. I just need to indicate my ID site. So this one's going to be a quick one. So if I just go over here and we said, so we keep the token because in any cases we need to have this information, and let's just change the method over here. So that's it. So get container, and now I need to ask for the ID site. So ID site, in my case, it's going to be only the first website interested in. So here it's telling me that the ID site is not good. So the reason here is that it's because it's case sensitive. So here ID site with a lowercase s did not work it out. But if I just ask to do it like this, yep, just gonna, yep. So it's ID site, and okay, sorry for that. So I'm just gonna just copy these parts out. Yep. Okay. Get containers, and we said that it was, and ID site equal 1, and now everything should be good. So if I just copy these parts out and I just paste it over here, it should normally retrieve me all the containers which are included within ID site. So that's almost the same view as the one that we saw just before, right? So it's showing me actually everything which is within my container. Okay, so that's it for today. Probably some of you are frustrated because you wish me to explain a little bit more out of the different functions that we have here within the API. Just to let you know that some of them are, of course, kind of complicated, because if you do just one single mistake, then actually an error message is displayed. That's typically the case, of course, if you use like adding a tag or adding a trigger, as there are many configurations to have within each of them. It's going to take you some time actually to find the right value. In order to know those value, always actually export a container or use actually a get function in order to have a foretaste of those value in order to use them afterward. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoy actually this tutorial.